Any of you guys want to talk about dragons? Because I do, man. We have a dragon set coming out. Everybody's chomping at the bit to get a hold of some sweet dragons so they can make a commander deck, and they can feel like they don't have tiny, teeny-weeny 2-inch cucumbers hiding in their trousers. Everybody wants to feel powerful, but very few of us have actual power. Humans, especially men, like to pretend that they have some control over things, that they have some power over our shared reality, but in actuality, we can barely control our bowels. So today we have the all-time top dragon commanders in Commander forever, brother. We have some sleepers, and we have the top 3 new commanders from Tarkir, Dragonstorm, and the Commander product. So if you're like me and you live to express your control in the universe through Commander deck building, join me in talking about some sweet sleeper dragon commanders and some of these new commanders here. And while you're here, subscribe to the channel, brother. We have a sweet Patreon. We got memberships below. Join up with the Discord Desperados over on my Discord. A bunch of helpful, knowledgeable dudes in there, man. So in my mind, there are 3 dragon commanders that sit at the top of the heap for all time. And the top is the Ur Dragon, very much meant to be the top dragon. So this guy is 4 and WUBRG, so that's 1 of every color of mana for a legendary creature dragon avatar. It's a 10/10. Grand total of 9 mana, has Eminence as long as it's in the command zone or on the battlefield. Other dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast as flying. Whenever 1 or more dragons you control attack, draw that many cards, then you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. This was about $25 or so after the last reprint in Commander Masters. Kinda runs itself, man. Take a look at this guy. He's the biggest dragon. He's the best dragon. That's it. Hands down. But what about his funny looking son, dude? That's what people used to say about me. Who's that over there? My dad would say, that's my funny looking son over there. Scion of the Ur Dragon is WUBRG, so that's 5 mana. Legendary creature, dragon avatar. It's a 4/4 with flying. Has 2. Search your library for a dragon permanent card, put it into your graveyard. If you do, Scion of the Ur Dragon becomes a copy of that card until end of turn, then shuffle. I do have a Scion deck. It's resilient, it's powerful, placing dragons directly into the yard for reanimation. Now this guy is also WUBRG. You can run any color dragon you want, and that kind of lends itself to combos, that tutoring. One of the first things I usually pull out is the Ur Dragon, then reanimate that thing. I mean, come on, dude. Now listen, this may be a little controversial, but in my mind, the 3rd top dragon commander is Miriam the Sentinel Worm. 3 green, blue, and a red, legendary creature, dragon spirit. It's a 6/6, has flying and ward 2. Whenever another dragon you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except the token isn't legendary. The value on this is tremendous. That ward 2 gives Miriam a decent coating of protection, like the candy coating on an M&M, brother. Temur has all the best dragons anyway, if you ask me. Now there are a couple others that get honorable mentions here. Tiamat, 7 mana, also WUBRG, a 7/7 with flying. When this guy enters, if you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that each have different names. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. All those little caveats are meaningless in Commander. You just go search up 5 dragons. It's a sweet dragon tutor that gets better every set. It's kind of a one-trick pony though mechanically. I feel like this does all the work for you. I've never been a big fan of this card. I don't know why, dude. I mean, obviously it's meant to be the big dragon over in Dungeons and Dragons. And Dungeons and Dragons is named after dragons, brother. And Ramos, of course, gets an honorable mention here. Ramos is 6 mana, big old 4/4 with flying. Whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Ramos for each of that spell's colors. Remove 5 +1/+1 counters. Add double WUBRG. Activate only once each turn. I love this card so much. Ramos can be whatever you want. You can run Mutate, you can run Charms, you can run big creatures, freaking enchantments, clones, counters, anything. It's just a generically useful commander that you can build in a variety of ways. But it isn't really a dragon commander, though you could easily go that way too. Only $1 and change right now too, man. And of course, one of the boogeymen of the format, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Korvold, the Fate Curse King. Korvold, yeah. 2 black, red, and a green. Legendary creature, Dragon Noble. It's a 4/4 with flying. When this guy enters or attacks, sacrifice another permanent. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Korvold and draw a card. It's not really a dragon commander, though Korvold merits a mention because he's so evil. You build a Korvold deck, you're going to be the arch enemy. Alright, so there's a bunch of dragon commanders for you, but what's hot in the new set? Now these are going to be my top 3. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the most powerful, but they're the most interesting to me. there are a few dragons here that give you free stuff. We all know how powerful that can be, like this guy, Areni of the Unwritten. So this is 4 green, blue, and a red for a legendary creature, Spirit Dragon. It's a 7/7 with flying and trample. Whenever this guy enters or attacks, Jesus, look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a dragon creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Top 8, free dragons. This is 7 mana, worth every penny. Great build around with plenty of dragons to choose from, and worth every scrap of mana you slap into it. Needs haste though, man. Greaves Boots, Rhythm of the Wild, Fires of Yavimaya. You know, I'm building a budget deck around this one for a video for sure, because it's powerful, and frankly, he's pretty hot, this guy. How about Shiko and Narset unified? We had a human sneak in here, dude. 1 blue, red, and a white for a legendary creature, Human Spirit Dragon. It's a 4/4 with flying and vigilance. Has flurry. That's not the thing you drink at the 7-Eleven, dude. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy that spell if it targets a permanent or player, and you may choose new targets for the copy. If you don't copy a spell this way, draw a card. Oh my god, dude. More often than not, those second spell cards have milquetoast payoffs, but this is a free spell or a free card as long as it targets a permanent or player. This is nuts, man. Double your cantrips. Many of them target a permanent or player. Double your removal. Double your mutate. Just kidding about the mutate. But this comes in at 4 mana and is a very powerful card. And at number 3, we have Beator, Ancestor's Voice. 2 white, black, and a green. For a legendary creature, Spirit Dragon, it's a 3/5, has flying and lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, put a number of +1/+1 counters on up to 1 other target creature you control equal to the amount of life you've gained this turn. Return up to 1 target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you lost this turn from your graveyard to the battlefield, man. This card speaks to me. You got life loss, you got life gain. This has lifelink and kind of whispers to you. Hey man, go look on Scryfall for life gain flyers. Look for utility effects that let you pay as much life as you want. That's what you need here, brother. You got Doom Whisperer, Crick, Son of Yawgmoth, Underrealm Lich. I could go on and on, but I'm going to save it for another video because this one's pretty dope. Alright, I do want to talk about some sleeper commanders here right at the end. How about Thrakkus the Butcher? 3 red and a green, legendary creature, dragon peasant. It's a 3/4. It's a damn peasant, dude. It's not one of those billionaires, man. This guy's a damn peasant. Has trample. Whenever he attacks, double the power of each dragon you control until end of turn. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Listen, man, somehow this guy never runs out of fresh meat. You got to go a little Scottish with this guy. He's a meat monster, just like your host, Nikki G. This guy is so Gruul, man. Gruul has 205 dragons to choose from. Plus, he's 20 cents. This set, Baldur's Gate, has a surprising amount of sweet dragons, dragons enablers, and legendary dragons, so don't sleep on Baldur's Gate, man. Speaking of which, we have Lozan Dragon's Legacy, 3 blue and a red. Legendary creature, Dragon Shaman, it's a 4/2. Whenever you cast an adventure or dragon spell, Lozan deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target that isn't a commander. Another 15-cent dragon that can capitalize on the 40 or so adventures in these colors and 217 dragons in these colors. As noted in Miriam above, blue has some tremendous dragons. There are so many good ones in blue, including the Astral Dragon, which is up to $25 also from this set. When it enters, create 2 tokens that are copies of target non-creature permanent, except they're 3/3 dragon creatures in addition to their other types that have flying. Listen, man, you want to go get 2 dragon smothering tithes out there. Furcrag, this guy's a cunning instigator. You always were a cunning linguist, James. That's from a James Bond movie. 3 blue and a red, legendary creature, dragon, it's 3/3, has flying and haste. Whenever 1 or more dragons you control attack an opponent, goad target creature that player controls. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, if that creature had to attack this combat, you put a +1/+1 counter on Furcrag and you draw a card. God damn it. I'm sensing a theme here. All of these are from Baldur's Gate. You have 2 things going on here, dragons and goad. Furcrag is about $3. You know, very different but very flavorful type of deck. Now, how about a Jeskai Dragon out of March of the Machines, Zurgo and Ojutai. This guy's 2 blue, red, and a white, legendary creature, Orc Dragon. We had a little Orc sneak in here too, man. Orc with the human. 4/4 with flying and haste. Zurgo and Ojutai has hexproof as long as it entered this turn. Whenever 1 or more dragons you control deal combat damage to a player or battle, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. you may return one of those dragons to its owner's hand. Very solid card selection. You get up to 3 activations if you have 3 or more dragons hit 3 opponents. Worst case is 1 card after this comes down and slaps in. It's a pretty solid card, man. Get into some hasty dragons, instant sorcery payoffs. This card is a buck, man. Alright, last but not least here we have Genax the Astral Hunter. So this guy has 5 mana, legendary creature, dragon, it's a 3/4, has flying. Whenever Genax or another dragon you control enters, create a treasure token as choose a background. It's a little ramp there, brother. This guy's just a small dragon. But how about some cost reduction at 13 cents? The Acolyte of Bahamut. 1 in a green, legendary enchantment background. Commander creatures you own have the first dragon spell you cast each turn cost 2 less to cast. Not bad. These 2 cards with some cheap dragons, you're set up for a nice dragon deck, man. You can probably get in and out for 25 bucks. Gruul has some tremendously cheap dragons, some nice cost reducers and enablers. Too bad there's no summon Bahamut in Final Fantasy VIII, man. Bro, I used to have all those action figures, but they're lost to the sands of time. I just went on eBay, they're like 200 bucks. Not buying that. Anyways, man, this set has me all psyched up. I just wanted to rap about some dragons for about 10 minutes here. But tell me why you're psyched up. Tell me why you're psyched up in your life, brother, in the comments below. Did you just have a baby? Did your dog just have a baby? You know, did your baby just have a dog? You gotta let me know, brother. Dudes love dragons. Ladies love dragons. Weird conspiracy theorists kind of love dragons. They think they're real. And that's Dragon Commander Dude. Nikki G signing off.